Module 13, Ability to Transfer Knowledge. Lesson 2, Developing Skills for Knowledge Transfer. Introduction. Effective communication is key to knowledge transfer. Effective communication skills. Clarity. Present information in a straightforward manner. Avoid jargon and complex language. Use visual aids like diagrams and charts. Effective communication skills. Conciseness. Being concise, convey messages in as few words as necessary. Prevent information overload. Practice summarizing core messages clearly. Active listening. Definition. Paying full attention to the speaker. Understanding, responding thoughtfully, and remembering. Importance ensures full understanding of shared information. Allows addressing questions and concerns effectively. Nonverbal communication. Role in communication. Body language, facial expressions, tone of voice. Positive nonverbal cues. Engage the audience. Reinforce the spoken message. Examples: eye contact, appropriate gestures, tone modulation. Use of feedback. Importance ensures knowledge is accurately understood and retained. Providing feedback. Be specific and constructive. Focus on behavior, not the individual. Offer actionable suggestions. Feedback mechanisms. Follow-up questions, quizzes, discussions. Leveraging technology for knowledge transfer. Knowledge management systems, KMS. Centralized platforms for storing and retrieving knowledge. Includes documents, manuals, best practices. Employee training ensure effective use of KMS. Regular updates keep information current and relevant. Nowadays, technology plays a critical role in facilitating knowledge transfer. Employees must be adept at using various technological tools and platforms to enhance the efficiency and reach of their knowledge-sharing efforts. Collaboration tools examples: Slack, Microsoft Teams, Google Workspace. Benefits: real-time communication and collaboration, support chat, video conferencing, and document sharing. Enhancing knowledge transfer. Collaborate on projects. Share knowledge instantaneously. Engage in virtual discussions and brainstorming. E-learning platforms. Definition: flexible and scalable delivery of training. Features: host videos, interactive modules, quizzes, forums. Benefits: access resources at one's own pace. Track progress and assess training effectiveness. Continuous access ensures up-to-date knowledge and skills. Video conferencing tools. Examples: Zoom, WebEx. Uses remote training and knowledge sharing. Benefits: live, interactive sessions. Real-time engagement. Recordings for future reference. Social media and internal networks. Role in knowledge transfer. Informal channels for sharing insights and best practices. Communities of practice groups focused on specific topics. Foster learning and updates on latest developments. Creating effective documentation. Importance preserves knowledge and makes it accessible. Identifying key information. Determine critical knowledge to document. Identify primary users. Example of IT knowledge transfer workflow. Documentation is a critical component of knowledge transfer, particularly for explicit knowledge that can be easily recorded and shared. Creating clear, comprehensive, and useful documentation is essential for ensuring that knowledge is preserved and accessible to all employees. The process of creating effective documentation begins with identifying the key information that needs to be documented. This involves determining what knowledge is critical to the organization and who the primary users of the documentation will be. Once this is established, the next step is to structure and format the documentation in a way that makes it easy to read and navigate. This typically involves using clear headings, subheadings, and a logical flow of information. Including visual aids such as diagrams, screenshots, and charts can help to illustrate key points and make complex information more accessible. Using plain language is another essential aspect of effective documentation. Plain language ensures that the documentation is understandable to a broad audience, regardless of their level of expertise. This involves avoiding technical jargon and writing in a clear, straightforward style. When technical terms are necessary, providing definitions or explanations can help to ensure that all readers understand the content. Regular review and revision of documentation are crucial to ensure its accuracy and relevance. As processes, technologies, and best practices evolve, documentation should be updated to reflect these changes. Establishing a schedule for periodic review and involving subject matter experts in the revision process can help to maintain the quality and usefulness of the documentation. Involving end users in the documentation process can also enhance its effectiveness. By gathering feedback from the people who use the documentation, organizations can identify areas for improvement and ensure that the content meets the user's needs. This feedback can be collected through surveys, interviews, or informal discussions. Effective documentation not only preserves knowledge, but also facilitates onboarding and training of new employees, supports continuous learning, and ensures consistency in processes and practices across the organization. By developing the skills to create high-quality documentation, employees can play a vital role in the knowledge transfer process and contribute to the overall success of their organization in the context of Industry 4.0. Creating effective documentation importance preserves knowledge and makes it accessible. Identifying key information. Determine critical knowledge to document. Identify primary users. Structuring documentation organization. Use clear headings and subheadings. Logical flow of information. Visual aids include diagrams, screenshots, charts. Simplify complex information. Use plain language accessibility understandable to a broad audience. Avoid jargon write in a clear, straightforward style. Provide definitions. Explain technical terms when necessary. Regular review and revision maintain accuracy and relevance update documentation as processes evolve. Periodic review establish a schedule for updates. Involve experts. Subject matter experts ensure quality and usefulness. Involving end users. Gather feedback, identify areas for improvement. Methods. Surveys, interviews, informal discussions. User-centric content. Ensure documentation meets users' needs. Benefits of effective documentation. Facilitates onboarding and training, supports new employees. Supports continuous learning, provides ongoing resources, ensures consistency, standardizes processes and practices organization-wide,